Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Adventures with the ETHINGTO'N'S. Before we get started, don't forget to click subscribe, hit the bell, and then select all. That way you can be sure to be notified each time that we upload another episode. And let us know you stopped by giving us a thumbs up and talking to us in the comments below. We love to hear from you guys, so let us know if you have ever been to New Smyrna Beach, if you've ever been to Florida, and if you have, what your favorite place in Florida has been. If not, then let us know where your favorite spot that you've ever visited is below. We'd love to hear about it. So originally this day we were supposed to go to Alexander Springs. Unfortunately, Florida weather had a different story. Or I should say different idea. It stormed so bad. That is one of the worst storms that we've been stuck in driving. So we ended up turning around, coming back out of Alexander Springs and pulling out our map and realized we were super close to New Smyrna. Well, not super close, but we were about an hour away. So let's go ahead and hop into this video and we will let you guys know what we think. Alright, we finally made it to New Smyrna. Sadly, when we went to the car show, we were still like 2 miles away. And we still had to cross over the river. So, here's a panoramic. This one's pretty cool. You can drive up on the beach. That's super awesome. They've got a lot of bathrooms right there. It is $20 to park for the day. That's in the parking lot above. So I'm not sure how much the parking is down below, but they also have lifeguards as well. So let's go check out the water. Alright guys, so I'd say the water today, maybe about 80. It's not too warm, it's still doable. It is really crowded here today. Trying to find parking was definitely interesting. We thought maybe because we were getting here a little bit later, it wouldn't be so bad, but it's still really packed. So thankfully though, we did find parking. Now we're enjoying the water. Yeah, I told my kids, we're definitely gonna have to figure out where the car entrance is, because that would have been so much easier to drive the car out here. And if you have kids, I suggest you actually drive on the beach if you can, if you have a car that's capable of doing it, because that will make your life so much easier. And then you can, you know, bring food and everything else that you need. So, all right, let's check out the water. Always see when they pull up New Smyrna is it's supposed to be like the shark bite capital. Look up the sharks. It's not like great white or bull sharks. They're tiny little sharks that usually give a little bite. Nothing major. That most of them actually don't even require medical attention, and then they take off. So we actually weren't going to come visit this area because of that. And then when I did some more research and dug around, I found that a lot of the stuff is clickbait, not accurate, no facts, no data. So thankfully we ended up coming here and checking it out, and it has been one of our absolute favorite places. In fact, we always say, like, if we win the lotto, we would buy a house in New Smyrna, and this would be where we would move to. So don't let stuff that you see online freak you out. When it says shark bite capital, they're like tiny little sharks. It do no damage. All right. is so cool about the beaches along the coast here is how far they go. I mean, it's crazy how many miles down you can see along the coastline in each direction. And then all the way down there. One of my favorite parts. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and go walk the coastline and go check out and see all the different buildings and how gorgeous New Smyrna is. Alright, we'll see you in just a few. So one of the things that is so crazy is how different it is at sunset on the Atlantic compared to the Gulf. The Gulf, you actually see the sun setting, you see the colors from the sunset, and here it just starts to get darker. It's a trip. Oh, she's cute. So this area right here, Flagler Avenue, that's where we're at right now. And this strip down there has tons of cool restaurants and shops, surf shops, all kinds of places. Would be nice to see if some of those are like Airbnbs to rent a condo on the water. Would be pretty awesome. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed seeing what New Smyrna has to offer. This day was a little bit different because it just was not an easy truck to get here. So with that said, it still was beautiful by the time we arrived. When we started out, like I said before, trying to go to Alexander Springs with the storm, and then when we started heading to New Smyrna, Google Maps actually took us to like a completely different spot. I think it was over by the Civic Center that day. Well, we got there and it looked like it was the main strip on Flagler Avenue. I wasn't even paying attention to the street, but we got there, parked, got all of our gear out to walk to the beach, and found out there was a car show. So we're like, okay, well, that's cool. Walk down, Main Street with our stuff and check out the cars. Get all the way to the end, and we were on the other side of the river, so had to take all the stuff to the car and then drive over the bridge and actually get across the river to get to New Smyrna. So by the time we got there, it was about 6 p.m. We thought that it would not be that bad and we'd find parking, but parking was still an issue. So that's definitely one of the cons for New Smyrna Beach. Another con is these streets, and you can see as we're driving, are super narrow. When there's cars parked on both sides, we have an excursion, was what we were driving that day, and there were several big trucks that were on the other side trying to come the opposite direction in traffic, and you just feel like with two big trucks next to each other and mirrors that are out, the whole time you're just clenching it, just waiting for, one of our mirrors to get nailed. So that's definitely a con. Really, those are the only two cons. Everything else, very clean beach. The bathrooms, with that many people going in and out who are wet and sand, you're gonna not experience the cleanest bathrooms. Obviously, it's at a beach. I've yet to see a beach where the bathrooms are pristine, somebody's in there constantly cleaning them, but they are clean. It's, definitely not disgusting when you walk in. They do have plenty of showers. Our suggestion, drive down on the beach if you can. It's a whole lot easier instead of lugging your stuff around like what we had to do. And then the other thing is just give yourself plenty of time to actually check out the local stores and shops, grab a bite to eat, support the local small businesses, especially during COVID. Everybody has been hit so hard financially that it's such a great way to just show your support. But overall, we give New Smyrna 5 stars. This place, even with the parking, not that big of a deal to take off any marks from the stars. It is beautiful and you truly will enjoy it. So this should be on your list if you're ever in Florida. Be sure to check out New Smyrna Beach. Well, again, guys, thanks so much for coming along on this adventure with us, and be sure to stay tuned. We'll be uploading the car show portion in a separate video for New Smyrna. There just was so many cars that were just amazing. We decided not to put it in one video. We separated it out. So keep your eye out for that, and we will see you guys on the next adventure. Be sure to stick around for a few more seconds and catch some of our favorite photos we took at the beach this day. All right, guys, have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Until then, get outside and enjoy some time with your family.